and this is Braden Davis. And it's our honor tonight to induct Jeffrey Schaefer into the Pat-Med Hall of Fame. Please welcome Jeff Schaefer to the stage.
I would have written something and then read from it, but Pat-Med High School screwed up my education so bad. I'm not kidding. I'm kidding. I usually do this, and I do. I spend time writing things that I want to say, and I never bring them with me intentionally because I want to feel what is taking place in the night and be part of that, and not stand up here and make us feel like it's something that it's an individual thing. It's interesting about everybody that's in here tonight, all the honorees. I am thrilled, man. Thank you so much. Coach Chicago's son was walking around today, and he was part of me being nominated. Being an individual, you know, you get to see all this stuff that we did, and it's an accomplishment, and I'm very proud of that. But we never realize when we're going through all these steps to succeed at what we set out to do, is we're on a path that's different than what we're in the middle of. And I am very proud of what I accomplished on the baseball field, but I'm more proud of where my life was going after that. I had a great support system, and they're all sitting over there, my brothers, my sister, my brother, my sisters, my godmother, my mother, my closest friends in the world, the guys that have been with me from the very beginning. And I say from the very beginning, there's guys sitting over there that I've known since I was 5, 6 years old, and they've walked this whole journey with me. They were the guys at my very first Major League start at Yankee Stadium. They were there. They were constantly supporting me. They were constantly pushing me along the way when I was here. You know, my mother is, you know, there's not enough words for any of us really to say about our mothers, other than we love them. It's okay for all of us to get emotional here and speak these things, because it is an emotional thing to be honored like this. But my point being is that even though our pictures are going to go up on the wall and people are going to walk by and say, these guys are inducted into the Hall of Fame, the truth of the matter is none of us go in together. None of us go in alone. We all go in together. And when that picture goes up on the wall, all of you are part of that. I'm grateful for that. I go nowhere without that. I'm sitting on the deck in my house. I live in South Carolina now, just outside of Charlotte, North Carolina, and I'm sitting on the deck with my wife, and she's an Oceanside girl, a Nassau chick, so I tolerate it. But we're sitting there, and we go through these ups and downs in lives. We go through these ups and downs with careers and family and friends and things like that. And I was getting emotional, and she said, what you don't realize is that the people from this community, the people that we were around, that from the parents that raised us, we going from house to house, and we had to check from mother to mother if we were there or not. For the guys that I ran around with, that there were no cameras, there were no cell phones, there was nothing. And the things that we did, we raised each other. She said, that group raised you. And that was an amazing heartfelt thing, because as any other relationship, there's dysfunction in it. There's been dysfunction in my family, there's been dysfunction in my friendships, but you always come back to your roots. You always come back to what is most important to you, and that's this part of our lives that we're celebrating right now. We're being honored for doing things along the way, but in reality, it's our responsibility to look back out there and say, you are the ones that I honor. And when we go into this Hall of Fame, you all are going in there with me. So I appreciate everything. I'm grateful, and I'm extremely humbled, because this group of people right here is just, it's phenomenal. And Libby was Libby. I was impressed before I knew you could turn a double play. Now I'm really impressed. But just to go through and hear the stories and hear the passion and hear everything that's involved, you know, our journeys are reflected through outside people by our identity, right? This becomes our identity, and I spoke to the kids today about this, is that I'm identified as a baseball player. Libby's identified as working with astronauts and spaceships, and Cindy with animals, and Frank with Phantom of the Opera. That's our identity, but in reality, that's not who we are. Our character is who we are, and our youth and our attention from the people in this area that generally raised us. We break out, we take what you guys gave us to find the successes in life, and I am heartfelt, and I thank you, and I thank the staff and every guys. I can't say any more other than, it's emotional, and I'm grateful.